Right. Welcome back to Nurture Body and Soul. If you have made it this far in our 7-day journey, I want you to pause and take a breath with me right now. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. You've made it to day 3. We're reframing our body and reframing body respect as a lifestyle, not a trend. So today is about body respect, and it isn't bubble baths it's boundaries. So you're doing the work, you're not just listening. You're showing up. You're reclaiming your relationship with your body, one truth at a time. And today's truth might shake things up a bit because we're talking about what body respect really looks like in everyday life. So what body respect looks like in everyday life, not the highlight reels, not in perfectly posed mirrored selfies, not in skincare routines or bath bombs. All of those things can be lovely too, but here's the truth. Body respect isn't always pretty. Sometimes it looks like boundaries, sometimes it looks like rest, and sometimes it looks like saying no. So let's talk about it. Respect is a relationship. When we think about respecting other people, we know what that looks like. We listen to them, we honor their limits, and we don't talk over them or ignore their needs. We don't constantly criticize or manipulate them. Now, think about that in context of your body. If your body was a friend, how have you been treating her? Have you ignored her when she's tired? Punished her when she asked for food? Talked down to her in the mirror? Expecting her to keep up with someone else's highlight reel? That's not body respect. That's control. That's perfectionism. That's shame in disguise. Body respect is rooted in care, communication, and compassion. And respect isn't always comfortable. Here's something we really need to talk about, because respect isn't always cute. Sometimes it looks like disappointing people. It looks like leaving the event early because your body is overstimulated and exhausted. Not committing to that extra project because you need time to meal prep or go for a walk. Saying no to the diet drama at lunch, or choosing not to join in the self-talk of, ugh, I feel fat, conversations at work. Wearing comfy clothes instead of the trendy ones because your body doesn't need to be squeezed in to approval. Body respect is often quiet. It's rarely flashy. It's the kind of thing no one applauds you for, except your future self. We're not trained to respect our bodies. We're trained to perform. But let's get real for a moment. Most of us, especially women, were taught to value our appearance over our experience. We learned to chase pretty, not peace. We learned to be pleasant, polite, and pleasing, even if it meant abandoning our needs. We learned to perform, not protect. And here's the thing about performance. It's exhausting. It's not sustainable. And eventually, it fractures the connection between you and your body. But respect rebuilds that bridge. You don't have to perform wellness. You don't have to perform wellness. You just have to start honoring what's real for you. So let me share what that looked like for me. So let's look at a little personal here. For years of being the skinny girl, I keep saying that, I know, but it's it's what it is. So for years of being praised as the skinny one, people made comments, sometimes well-meaning. Some of those comments were, "What are you, a size 0?" Some of those, sometimes well-meaning comments, sometimes not so well-meaning. Um, you know, about how lucky you are to have the body you have. But here's what no one saw. They didn't hear the negative self-talk running through my mind of, I don't have a six-pack ab. I don't have six-pack abs. I never have. Probably never will. I've had 4 kids. But before I even had kids, I never had a six-pack. But in my mind, that's what I saw. So that's what I thought I needed. And I would degrade myself and talk bad about myself because I didn't have that six-pack abs, no matter how hard I worked at it. This little flabby thing, those little wings we have. Yep, talk bad about that too. I was young, had young kids. Well, my kids were, they're older now, adults for the most part. But when they were younger, I wasn't fit. I was still skinny, but I wasn't fit. I didn't have the strength that I have now. I didn't have arm muscles. So that little flab, when I would walk, like I would be carrying a laundry basket and I would look down and that's jiggling. That infuriated me. I didn't like it. And I would be so aggravated at that. And I would always try to cover that up. So that's what no one saw. They didn't hear the negative self-talk running through my mind. They didn't feel the pressure I put on myself to maintain. And I finally just said enough. And I let that go. They didn't see the exhaustion from trying to always look the part, or the shame that they didn't know what body shame lives in skinny bodies too. They didn't understand that. So shame does not care what size you are. Respect isn't about size. It's about how you show up for yourself. And it took me years to realize that respect meant more than how I looked. It meant how I moved, how I rested, and how I ate. But most importantly, how I spoke to myself. And it meant boundaries, not just with others, but with the stories I let play on repeat in my own head. So here's your action steps for today. Write down 3 ways you can show up, or you can show your body respect this week. So examples could be saying no to something that drains you, scheduling a 10-minute walk instead of doom scrolling, drinking more water, going to bed earlier, wearing the outfit that feels good, not the one that fits the trend. And then pick one and commit to doing it today. Just one. One of the 3 that you wrote down. Pick one and commit to doing that today. And let that one small act of respect be your turning point. If you are journaling with me, here's your journal prompt. What does body respect look like in this season of my life? What does body respect look like in this season of my life? Not what it looked like last year, not what it might look like in 5 years, but right now, right here. What do you need? What does your body need? Let's close with this mantra and say it with me if you can. I show my body respect by honoring what it needs, not what the world demands. Again, I show my body respect by honoring what it needs, not what the world demands. You are worthy of care. You are worthy of peace. And you are allowed to change how you treat your body starting today. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.